One of the first steps to preparing a speech that will succeed in being able to be understood by your audience is to analyze your audience. There are 7 main categories that you can go from, and you should address them all in every one of your speeches. An interesting concept is that you can tell the exact same story to 7 different people from 7 different backgrounds, and they are all going to come back with 7 different distinct responses that reflect that background. Culture is at the base of the pyramid of these things that you need to take into consideration about your audience. It's going to filter through everything else. However, instead of starting there, I'm going to start up on the second level, which is intellect and education level. To make things a little bit easier, I'm going to combine them both into mental capacity. I'm going there because there's a chance that you will be able to speak to one group that holds several different cultures. But the mental capacity factor is going to be universal over all cultures. The first step when you want to be able to make a speech that is understood by your audience is you have to decide where on the spectrum their mental capacity is, if it's higher or if it's lower. If it's lower, you're going to want to make things where it's understood by them, same with their higher. And your goals, you're going to use the example that for somebody who is higher on the spectrum, they are most likely going to have their basic needs met, so they are going to be more concerned with things outside of their immediate life. On the other hand, with somebody who is not on the higher end of the spectrum, they may not have their basic needs met. And before you can meet anything else, you have to meet those basic needs. So you need to make your information come in a format that the goal directly benefits those basic needs that need to be met before anything else can be. The second part is you're going to want to organize it around them. You want to be able to present it in a way that they want the information. For those on the higher end, as I said, they're more interested in things outside of their life and higher up on the needs, where food and shelter at the bottom and self-fulfillment being at the top. So you are going to want to appeal to their want to better their environment, better others, and what they can do. On the lower end, where you're still trying to meet some of those basic needs, you are going to compel to the idea of how the information you are giving is going to benefit them and how it is going to directly, immediately affect them and how they can take that information and use it to their personal benefit. When you take this information in, it's going to go right back to the very, very beginning, and that's your research. On people with the higher end, you're going to have people with higher critical thinking skills. You're going to have people who are wanting more logical, more factual information or arguments. When somebody is on the lower end, you are going to want to make things that are more understandable, that are not going to be things that they have to try to decipher, and you're going to want to back that up with emotional examples on why it is relevant. Emotional can be beneficial to either one, by the way. When you add it all together, it's going to be a wonderful speech. It's going to be something that your audience enjoys and you enjoy, that you have the success in being able to have what you want understood. And that is great motivation to take the time to actually take the steps and analyze the audience and cater the information to them, even if it's not exactly how you would have perceived the information best. It's worthwhile, and I hope you enjoy it.